When I met John 25 years ago, I was attracted by his intellect, his organization, his ability to empathize and listen. He was very, very special. I knew he was the one when no matter what I said to him, he kept on listening.
John is a wonderful person. He has been in my life since I was about 5 years old. Such a loving father to his sons, such a loving stepfather to me and my sister. He's been a second father figure to me.
I've always loved taking pictures. We like to travel around the world. It's very uplifting to see how things exist in these other cities and in other countries.
We joined our families, built this home, traveled the world, and live happily.
I'm John Gallagher, I'm 74, and I've been diagnosed with Alzheimer's disease.
I realized something was wrong when we would have conversations and he would either repeat himself or sometimes forget what he was saying.
He wouldn't remember who gave him a gift or a special date for us. But a lot of it, too, was his personality and his logic. And I would think that I was going crazy. Why can't he understand what I'm trying to say?
When I started forgetting certain things, it was, I wasn't thinking of it as a brain problem at that time. I'm going, what the heck? Why can't I remember? It's not you, John. It's just not coming to you.
It was definitely surprising to hear that John had Alzheimer's. I was completely shocked.
Biggest challenge is thinking positive about things.
Alzheimer's disease definitely has its up and downs. Good days would include collectively doing things as a family, having great conversations, laughing. Some of the bad just include, not having full communication with each other, not being able to tell each other's feelings. It's very different day to day.
I found the Alzheimer's Association late at night when it was like, I just need to know what Alzheimer's is. And I used their phone service, their 24-hour phone service, and they told me that I should look into a support system in the area. So that's the first thing I did.
Research in Alzheimer's disease is critical because it's a very complex disorder. We can identify the disease relatively well from the outside by the symptoms, but it's a disease that's caused on the inside by changes in the brain. And the brain is perhaps the most complex organ in the body. So to develop really effective therapies, we need a detailed understanding of the processes that are changing in the disease. And when we have that detailed understanding, then we can intervene at critical points that will give the maximum benefit.
The best part of the Alzheimer's Association is that they care about other people and they're willing to put their time and money into taking care of this.
It's not just about research. It's about the caregivers. It's about programs for them, reaching out to them, the hotline. And from there, it's just extended to many other things, like the walk, which is very important to us. The walk to end Alzheimer's was the part of the process along the way that made us realize we had an avenue that we could safely tell friends and family, here we are. John has Alzheimer's. We're going to stand up there. We're going to tell everyone. We're going to try to raise money for research and for caregivers, that we're going to deal with this and live. And we want to show everyone through this walk, this is exactly what we're going to do.
My mom has been an extremely amazing caregiver to John throughout this entire process. Just seeing her become a true advocate throughout this whole thing has just been really admirable.
I have reason to hope because there's a great opportunity to have a voice. Being involved in Boston and in Washington, D.C.
Went to Washington to speak to the representatives and senators there, and I spoke to them about what Alzheimer's was like, what it was about.
The hard work that's been done in discovering the molecular basis of the disease is actually being tested in humans. And through that testing process, we'll get better and better. And I think that's probably the greatest hope for the future.
The disease sucks, and the progress of the disease sucks. We didn't ask for Alzheimer's, but this is our life. And knowing that I have a husband who's loving, family, friends, support groups, the Alzheimer's Association, we need all of it so that we know we're not alone in this battle. And that's important to me.